Hello everyone, this is Chef Noriack here, coming at you again for the part 4 of our installment in the Katia Builder Toolkit tutorials that we're looking at making here. This here is, we're going to go over today a few more basics. We've kind of done a little more updating on the house here in between our video there. See, I've got the stairs done up, and in order to hide the back here, I've installed a bit of curved walls here, the Chua style, there, and I just did a simple increasing them by 0.10 each time. Kind of lowered it down here so that they all match up, and that creates a nice little even looking ramp there. I could technically take out the pillar in the middle, but we'll leave it there for now. With it, and probably replace it with a Chua pillar later on. That'll look a little better with the design. Oh, there's it. We've got this all built up here and everything, so things are looking good for our house at the moment. And now we're going to go ahead and, every house needs windows. We're probably going to put some downstairs in a little bit as well too. But we're going to go ahead and put some basic ones up here upstairs. Well, and Chua, despite their small size, oftentimes like things big when they're there. So we're going to need some more of these Chua arches here. These are probably one of my favorite and easy window making, tools that we have here. This is also where it comes into play of having walls for, having floors being walls. Let me get my tongue untied there. Is very useful because arches use the same tile design as the walls do, so they actually match in a lot better. They're less so when you compare them to the actual wall pieces. In the case of Chua, they're pretty close with it there, but in the case of things like Draken and Exile and stuff, the wall type and the floor type are completely, utterly different. Oh, there, that's I guess an advantage to Chua architecture. Oh, there's it. All right, let's flip this around here, and for our window, we will just simply combine our arches together. There we go. And then I always like to link these up here, just so it's very easy to modify as well. And let me move to a blank spot, because again, we're going to use this a few times over here, so. And then this is the basics for a window, but this is kind of big for a Chua. Okay, I mean, they do like big, don't get me wrong, but so we are going to go ahead and shrink that down. And we are seeing an example of little Z-plane fighting here. You can see, at least while they're selected. In fact, you can afterward too as well. So we're going to show how to fix this particular situation as well too. In the case here, there's a couple of different options. One of my favorite easiest ones is to just do a hold down shift and hit plus or minus with it there. That will tend to fix the situation pretty readily. What some people like to do is just simply adjust, very small minutes of either forward or back as well too. Both are definitely good options. Depends a little bit on what you feel. Just regardless whichever way you do it, make sure they all kind of matches there. So either method though works pretty nicely for this here. So, and just make sure everything matches up. In the case of these arches, I'm actually going to go with the adjusted slightly forward and back there method. All right, now we've got the basis for our window. Now, of course, people could technically get through it. Well, okay, it's a little too small for that, but we need some glass in this window. And thankfully, Wildstar does come with a nice selection of glasses here. Everything from curved glasses to drinking glasses and wine glasses. And then, of course, different types here. We can even put in, different colored glasses if we want to as well, which is actually kind of fun. There. We're actually going to go with a little blue, I think, today here. So I'm feeling blue. Not really, but, for this video, it works well. So there's our blue glass. Let's see. The blue glasses, the glasses themselves tend to be kind of on the large size, just naturally there. But they're also really, really thin, so you just simply slide it into your window. There. There we go, and we'll go ahead and link that. So now we have this all linked together. And that is a basis for a window. Now you could also, do other fun things like just use a single arch, and then you with it there, like have the arch on the bottom half, and then have like wall on top here. With it for different shapes. Whether there, if you want to get fun with other types of windows as well too, you can actually put some patterns in this window. Because again, we've got all those different glass types here. So we're going to do actually a little simple design in for this window here as well. So again, we're going to take one here with the burnished glass here, because this has frames, which is actually kind of what we want. There, so. And we're going to shrink this down here. Oop, that's a little too much. Actually want this at a 45, because again, I like to keep those nice square numbers there, 45, 90. It makes everything easier to work with. And just kind of try and position this in the middle a little bit. Kind of have to run around back and forth a little bit as you get the hang of things. Positioning there. We want it just a little bit smaller, it looks like. Just some single increments. Let's make sure. Yep. All right, that looks pretty good. There, I like that at least. There we go. That just adds like a little more design to the window there, and we can even go ahead and we'll go ahead and link that one in. Copy, clone it here. Have a little fun. Switch it over to 90. Again, we shouldn't need to change the size here because we're just keeping it all. I think there we go. Now we've got another little nice little point put in there. We'll go ahead and link that in as well too. And now that's good. Well, they're there. Now you can even do like another pattern in there if you like, or something like that, depending on how far you want to go with the whole glass thing. Glass can actually be a lot of fun design-wise for that to put in things. So now that we got our ornate window, though, of course, we gotta have, we gotta have more of those. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and put that into our set builder here. Gonna position this middle. We're gonna place all the link here. So again, all this just matches up. And we'll go ahead and put some on each side of our top portion here. We're gonna have kind of a little, outlooking room. Well, let's do a couple of these, like this here. So on this side, you can kind of do it however you like. Over there. In fact, I think I like the idea of that on both sides. There we go. And just because I'm kind of lazy, I like to, and I also do like to make sure they're all matched up on both sides. Copy. See, again, I can be doing this all here with just real minimal amount of work. There we go. Just go back to copying this so that we make sure it's all, again, lined up here. So. And then one final one for this year. Alright, then. And then we can go ahead and fill it in with walls. With this, so maybe a doorway if we want a way to get out on the top there. But there's our nice little, glass windows in here, so they're perhaps not very Chua-ish, but you know what? I like them. I like pretty things. I admit to it. And it's okay. They're there, so it's, that's part of it being a Chua botanist is you like some pretty things, even though they can be wonderful, delicious, toxic, and anyways, we're diverging from our subject matter here. But that's a very basic window thing. But you can go to the sky's the limit. You can use different glass done all over with it in different patterns and stuff. Glass is kind of fun to play with there. That also teaches us about how to, avoid the whole clipping situation as well too, which can be really annoying. At times, that's one of those things that's kind of like my little pet peeve as well too. Now I'm going to teach another quick little trick here as well. Gotta scooch down to this here. We're going to teach here how to make, unfortunately, this is, no, I don't want to do that one. well, I do want to, but it's going to run into an error here. But one thing that you can actually do is we're going to ReLoc. We're going to teach the ReLoc feature here. That we've got. I can't do that. One little thing here too, also of the Katia Builder Toolkit, is when you have a set, if you ever want to know if you can place something or not, click up the question mark button here. You can't see it right now, but some text spewed out here in my text window in the bottom left behind that Wildstar icon there, and that will basically tell you what decor pieces and how much money you need there. So this is actually my second take of this video, because my first take I forgot that you get a big error message and it pauses for quite a while if you happen to not have a decor piece that goes in there. You can't just cancel it off right real quick there. So we were going to do a simple, I wanted to do a simple little example of this wonderful little ReLoc tool here, but I'm running into issues remembering which ones of these actually have, stuff that, Alright, here, this will work really good. Alright, because we're gonna need furnishings in here after all eventually, right? So let's go ahead and work on a little furnishings. These particular Chua, they're okay with wood, with a little bit here. So I've got this simple little wood shelving unit here that was actually built by someone else in the design, but we like to share around as well too. So a little shout out to Kolkra for this one here. And we're going to hit this ReLoc button here. Now, one thing that I like to do when I ReLoc, at least, is I like to jump in the air when I hit the button. And the reason why is because when you place the item, it will place exactly at your feet when you hit place all in link. Now, ReLoc is a permanent change. It's important to note, because if you had saved, for example, your house and you wanted to position it on like another plot and you hit ReLoc for that, that's all well and good. But if you had planned on saving it at your own and you accidentally moved your whole entire house and you wanted to get it back in the same position, it wouldn't actually work, because it would place it wherever you had ReLoc'd it on that other plot. So it is a permanent thing. Like if I went to another plot and I placed this down, it would place down in this exact position where I had it there. But yeah, that is how ReLoc works there. Again, and it'll stay permanent, towards that position there until you come back and do something else with it there. So, but these are just some nice little simple wooden shelves, and we can go ahead and move them over into our place here. So again, I'll hit ReLoc there. I'm on the floor here. This particular one actually works really well on feet with it there. So, but some of my decor pieces actually will stick into the ground and stuff when you first put them in. So there we go. We got the startings of a little bit of furnishings in here with it there as well. So. And that's all for this particular one. That's the ReLoc feature there. Again, very useful there. Talked about our how to get rid of Z-plane fighting and some basics on window making as well too. Again, all this is made easier by the Katia Builder Toolkit. Again, if you have any questions or anything, always feel free to contact me as Chef Noriack in-game, or respond to the YouTube videos. If there's certain things you want to see or any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to bring them up in future videos. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you're enjoying and learning right along with us. And enjoy lots of Wildstar out there.